Hi, I'm Safi Sprocket and I'm currently riding around Europe to raise money for the Northwest Air Ambulance. Now, I'm not the most experienced rider as I only got my license 2 years ago and we did hit a few speed bumps along the way. However, determined to make a difference, I carried on persevering and well, here we are, at only 30% through my trip. We're already at 85% of my fundraising target. Now, a big shout out to my wonderful sponsors Dunlop and Roadskin, who have been so instrumental in planning and the support of this trip. I honestly couldn't have done it without them. Now, if you do want to learn more, you can find a link in the description to both the charity and my sponsors. And if you want to learn more about the charity specifically, there will be a clip at the end of this video, so stay tuned and watch out. In the meantime, let's get back to the video. As I left Poland and started to make my way to Austria, I couldn't believe my luck with the weather. Whilst I was marginally prepared for the cold throughout the start of this journey, something which largely caught me off by surprise was the sudden heat wave that I rode into as I continued to head south towards Austria. Up until this point, I'd been riding with 3 layers on, one of which was my heated gear. The weather changed so suddenly that I actually thought I might pass out. So hot. It is so unbelievably hot. I did not anticipate it to get this hot, but I've managed to squish all of my heated clothing in my bike boxes. So I've managed to strip down, going on bike jeans from here on in. Still going to wear my bike jacket, but I've taken my heated gear off. I'm taking my girdling jacket off. But Jesus Christ, I cannot begin to express how bad I smell right now. As the weather was amazing and the roads were dry, I decided to start making up some of the time I missed by taking time off the road the other day. I knew that I wanted to be at Vienna by nightfall. As I rode towards Austria in the sun, I quickly came to realise that my stamina levels on the bike were a lot different in good weather than they were in the frost. The roads I was riding along as well also made such a difference, and I started to relax more about needing to be off the road by nightfall and just simply enjoyed the journey. However, just as quickly as it became warm, the temperature started to drop again, and I found myself delayed over and over thanks to the backlog of traffic crossing the border. And then by the time I was pulling up to Austria, I was hit by nightfall, and well, that rule I set about not riding after 6 PM, well, that went straight out the window. I pulled up into the dodgy looking caravan park on the edge of an industrial estate, and everything was closed down. I didn't even really know if it was an actual functioning caravan park at this time. Now, luckily for me, Austrians are ridiculously welcoming people, and a nearby family explained that it was perfectly fine for me just to throw the tent up and pay the attendee in the morning.
Hi, you can take any place you want, which is not marked as reserved.
Okay. Is this one
Or-
free or no?
I think not. It's there's some piece of paper. I'm not a Führer of
it
this
closed?
place. It is open. The man will be tomorrow from I suppose from 8 o'clock. So he is only
And then I can
for a
back.
couple of hours.
Yeah.
Yes, and just like you can call him. The number is on that booth.
Okay.
At the entrance.
But if he is here tomorrow, I can pay in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Now, after lunch, I did spend the evening sat in my tent editing videos, but obviously I didn't really record that because I just wanted a night off filming. Let's see what kind of day we're dealing with. It's cold. Oh no! The ladybird I threw out last night, I killed it. So in the morning I ended up paying for the campsite. I also had a quick cheeky shower before loading up the bike and eventually just heading off onto the road as quickly as I could.
Know in this country, if that guy had hit me, I probably would have got charged for it in tax. Oh, no, that's a lie. We're not quite in Switzerland yet.
By this point I'd been on the road for over a week now, and I'm not entirely sure what had changed, and it's not really something I'd noticed happen either. But this was the first time I realised it's as if, well, everything had mentally fallen into place. Suddenly the long hours riding on the road, the constantly putting up and taking down the tent, and the endless hours of feeling cold. Well, it's just as if everything was suddenly a little bit more natural. I felt like the mental brick wall that was holding me back was finally gone. I was in my stride and I was feeling more confident. And well, it's a good job really because my aspirations were growing and I wanted to achieve more and more. I felt like I was finally ready for the next challenge, and I truly believed that this next one I could do it, and I would do it. I just had a few hundred miles between me and the starting point first. Now I decided if I'm going to attempt something so stupid, I might as well grab a decent, potentially last meal, and I called into a nearby biker cafe en route.
Cola. Okay.
After feeding myself, I decided it was probably time to give a little TLC to my motorbike chain, and I grabbed some all-weather lube from the adjacent shop. Well guys, today I discovered the difficulty in trying to lube up a fully loaded motorcycle on the road, and I looked a little bit like a fool. The only thing left to do was to head to the base of the mountain, ready for the morning's trek. Of course, folks, you know me, and that's going to be a story for next week. Now, if you're watching this, I'm currently travelling on the road to help raise money for the charity, the Northwest Air Ambulance. Now, I'm currently joined with James, who's one of the helicopter pilots. Now, James, I know that helicopters can often get, a lot closer to certain areas than most other vehicles, but where exactly can you land?
So our rules are we need an area 25 metres square free from obstructions, which is twice the length of the helicopter, and we judge this by simply flying to the scene of the accident. We will fly around at 500 feet and we will just visually look for somewhere that we think is safe and suitable. So car parks, playing fields, or even on the motorway or the dual carriageway itself.
That is amazing. Now, I know that a lot of people will be aware of the service, but not a lot of people will know that it is charity funded. Is that correct?
Absolutely correct. 100% charity funded, and we would not be flying without people's generous donations.
That is a phenomenal work, like it genuinely is. Now, if you guys would like to learn more about the Northwest Air Ambulance, or if you'd like to make a donation, you can scroll down to the description below where you'll find a link and you can click through to do that. Until next week, my name's Safi Sprocket, signing off.